everybody. Welcome to another episode of Who Invited Her. We are San Diego's LGBTQ pop culture podcast. I am your host, Tony, and I am here with...
Party Bear Eric.
Party Bear Eric is here. Bashi is off this week. Where is he at?
I don't know.
He's running around town causing trouble, but one of our favorites, our resident Aussie is joining us. You have been on the show a lot lately.
I have been. I feel like I've been here quite a lot the last couple of months.
Yes. Roz is here from the podcast. Roz, or Rates Mates.
Mates Rates.
Mates Rates.
That's
I always
okay.
get it mixed up. Ros Travels, she's going to join us for the whole
Yes.
episode,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is always a joy when you're here, and we have so much fun.
And I love it too. So
Yes,
let's
but this episode, we are getting into Drag Race Down Under because we haven't talked about it at all, and it's already on episode 3.
Oh, and I'm here too.
Oh, and Rob's here. Sorry, Robbie. I always forget. Running the show in the corner, Rob.
Whoops.
Whoops.
working all the magic, like
Whoops.
the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
behind the
How have you
scenes.
been, Roz?
Great. I had a really long work week though, so I feel like this is the first time I've been out in society in a really long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had like a 70-hour work week.
Whoa.
Christ.
Yeah, exactly.
And how's the podcast going?
It's great. We just wrapped season 1,
Mm-hmm.
and now we're going to do an on the road segment. So just preparing for that.
Oh, how fun.
And I haven't seen Adam in person probably
long?
8 to 10 years.
Because he's on the East Coast.
He's
right?
on the East Coast.
What does on the road mean for you
Yeah.
guys?
Great question, right? Because we're both foreigners already. We're just going to buy plane tickets to cities we both haven't been to and meet there and do like a locals, ask the locals segment and just do whatever they suggest.
I love that. That is so
That's
good.
it. We're only, we haven't really worked out the kinks or rules yet, but the idea is that we only do what they suggest. So we're
Wow.
going to Nashville.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there going to be video version
Yes,
of this?
yeah, it's going to be filmed, and I think you can't do that just with a podcast. It has to be the
it has to
visual.
be visual.
And whenever Adam and I are together, it is just absolute shambles and shenanigans. So,
Really?
yeah.
You guys are like that crazy.
We just it's a complimenting of one another, right?
Yeah.
Like we just bring
Well,
it
yeah,
out of each
you guys
other.
bring
so,
that out on the podcast. So.
Yeah, and we've traveled around the US before when we lived in Australia. We came to the US together.
Yeah.
We went to Vegas a couple of times. So we've definitely we've got experience traveling together, and it's always
A lot
there's
of fun.
always stories that come out of it.
Let's just
Yeah.
say when I was on the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
we kept counting how many times she had her top off in all the different places they've been together.
And I would like to remind the audience, when we first met Roz, this one, Party Bear Eric, was fully exposed at Moe's, balls hanging out and everything. Do you remember that?
I do. So
Yeah.
it just comes with the territory.
It comes
you
with
know?
the territory when
It's
you hang
just-
out with Roz.
Yeah, just show us the tatas. That's it.
All right, so since we have our resident Aussie here, we're going to get into
Yes.
Drag Race Down Under.
We have to.
Yeah, we
We
have to.
Because I've
Rob,
been texting you about it all the time.
he's not even paying attention. Theme music for... No? Okay. Oh. Set the tone. There we go. I'm excited for this.
I am. I'm finally. I've been texting you about it incessantly,
So good.
and now we finally get to
Yeah.
chat about it.
You can turn that off, Rob. All right. First off,
First off,
you were texting me about slang because they use a lot of slang
Yeah.
that
Yes.
we don't know. And when we were, we watched we didn't watch the first episode.
we watched
What
the
was-
trailer.
What did we watch when you came over? to
It
your
was
house?
the finale of
RuPaul's Drag
yeah,
Race,
the current,
that's
or the
right.
last season in the US, and then we watched the trailer for Down Under.
Yeah, and
Yes.
you said something about the...
Somebody called somebody else a mole.
Yeah, we were like, what the fuck is a mole?
I mean, a mole is something. It's not a good word, right? You call somebody a mole that you don't like. That it could be like a slag. That could be a bitch. That could just be someone who's devious.
A slag?
A slag. It's
What's
a nice,
slag?
it's a
That's
nice way of-
British, right?
Is it?
Like,
What does
It's
it
a
mean,
nice.
though?
It's another way of saying slut.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh.
I know
Slag.
there's
You know,
like
Slag.
It's just not. It's
Slag.
trash.
Yeah.
It's trash. You
It's
know,
trash.
you just don't
Yeah.
like this person. There's something about them that doesn't sit right with you.
Okay.
And you call them a mole. And we even took it a bit further when I was in high school in Australia, and we would say you have to pay the mole toll. You know, so like if you really didn't like them, you'd be like, they're such a mole. Yeah, they've got to pay the mole toll. And there
love
really wasn't any like rhyme or reason to it. It was
It's
just
just
like
mole
they
toll.
deserved to do something about it.
Oh, that is. You have to pay the mole toll, Eric, every time you come on the show. I'm kidding. All right, should we get into Drag Race?
Absolutely.
Because I know
Do
we've all, and even producer Rob had thoughts about Drag Race. So,
Yeah.
okay, we're not going to go like too in deep on each episode. Let's just cover the basics. So first,
Okay.
I want to get your guys' opinion on everybody's intro looks. So Rob, which is the first queen that we have?
The first one is Anita Wiglet.
Anita Wiglet.
I think
What did
she's
you
great.
think?
I think she's great.
Yeah, I like her.
I like her.
The
She's
personality.
weird
Yes.
as in manic, and that face, that smile. At first, I was like, "Oh no, she's gonna get on my nerves." But
Like a little
Snatch
maniacal?
Game, Snatch Game. She did Elizabeth,
Amazing.
and she said probably one of the best jokes I've ever heard on RuPaul's Drag Race, and which was she.
Which one? She had two
no,
funny
she
ones.
told RuPaul or Michelle Visage, "Don't get on my bad side and wear a seatbelt." I thought that was brilliant.
That was so offensive.
So
I
offensive.
screamed at the TV. It was so good.
It was.
And I mean, hopefully it didn't go over too many people's heads because I was just like, whoa.
Exactly.
Me
that's
too.
how it
I was like, wow, I'm impressed and slightly offended.
Yeah.
All right, and okay. So far she's been doing great in
Yes.
the competition. Like all of the challenges.
But I think like running under the radar a little bit.
yes, and I
Yeah.
think that's a smart move.
It
I
is.
It
really
is.
do. I
Yeah.
really, really do.
Save it for the end.
Save it for the end. But so far, she's doing good. And when she came in the workroom, remember what Ketamine said was like, "Oh, she rides my coattails." But Anita Wiglet didn't like respond back mean or anything. She's just like, "Okay." I'll show
She's
you
so
bitches."
positive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
She
she's
has a really
bottling
good
it up.
energy. Okay, next one is
The next one is Art Simone.
oh, Art Simone. So
Controversial.
Robbie and I had the privilege of meeting her at DragCon.
Oh.
And I had picked. We met her, talked about the podcast and stuff. She was fantastic. She was so
Okay.
sweet, so funny, and the thing that got me, because we met a lot of queens at DragCon, but with Art Simone, she like when she was talking to you, she was looking you in the eye and like there, like she was present.
Wow.
And I was like, I really like her.
So tell me
like
then,
her.
how does that compare to her portrayal on Drag Race?
I thought she started so strong.
And got a little bit snarky?
I don't think so. I think she has a reputation to back it and the talent.
Right.
I do think in Snatch Game, well, let's talk about it. Snatch Game, she didn't do well,
No.
but she wasn't definitely not the worst of the episode.
She looked great.
Amazing.
It was painful.
Yeah, but there were worse, I thought.
I agree.
There were definitely worse. So, spoiler alert,
If you haven't
Art
watched.
Simone gets booted off second episode.
I know.
I thought it was not right, not okay.
There was something so suspicious about it.
So
Well,
I went on social media and I was
Yes.
reading all of the Reddits, all of the conspiracy theories.
All the
and
comments.
one thing that people were saying was in the another spoilers first episode, who we will get to, Jojo's a hoe, who was a person of color, was voted off.
Yep.
So on the second episode, the bottom two was Coco Jumbo, who was another person of color, and Art Simone, and they didn't want to get rid of Coco Jumbo to people of color. And there's only 2 people of color on the episode on this season, which is so
Oh.
bizarre to me.
That makes sense. I could see
so
that.
that's why they let Art Simone go.
Okay.
Even though she was the better queen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
do we think then that there'll be a, comeback?
I don't know. She might do All Stars.
Yeah.
How many seasons are they going to have to do of RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under before All Stars?
No, they're doing a RuPaul like Queens or something where they're
An
taking
international one?
Yes, where
Hot
they're
damn.
taking American Queens UK and then Down Under, and they're picking ones from there, and they're
What
all
a
competing
shambles.
together. Right? All right, let's talk about the next one is Coco Jumbo. Right,
Yes.
Robbie?
Yes, Coco.
So Coco Jumbo, what do you guys think of Miss Coco? You both-
Beautiful but lackluster.
Yeah, I find her a little annoying, personally.
Yeah.
Her personality doesn't do
I
it for me.
feel like when she's not in her head, she's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But
Her
she
outfits are
spends
horrible, by the
Too
way.
much
Yes.
time in her
Yeah.
head.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only good one she did was the gorilla one.
That was great.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
That
all
was
the other
fun.
ones I wasn't.
Yeah.
I just not standard to have beat out Simone, but we've already established that was just a time and place.
Yeah.
I know.
And then RuPaul should have been smarter about who he put in the bottom two.
And he should have cast more people of color. Hello, you're only putting 2 people of color on the season. Boo on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Agree.
It's about representation. Come on, people. Okay, next one, Electroshock, who surprisingly has been doing pretty well in the season so
she's
far.
killing it at the mini challenges.
The mini
Yes.
challenges.
And then when it comes to the drag, it's really letting her down.
Well, she has a basic look. Look at her wig when she was walking in. It was like where the queen's saying it's thirsty.
It's thirsty.
Thirsty.
It's very
that
true.
wig.
Yeah.
Was she Moira Rose and was that her?
No, that was Scarlett. That was a travesty. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
We will get to
I'll hold it in.
hold it in. But it wasn't her, was it?
No.
it was her.
Yeah, it
You're
was,
right, it was. I'm getting Scarlett and her mixed up. Sorry,
Yes.
it was. So let's talk about it. Her My Rose, this is my problem with it.
Ooh.
So she said she was doing Catherine O'Hara,
Yes, a
who is the
celebrity.
actress who plays Myra Rose. But yet she dressed up and did Myra Rose. You should have just been Myra Rose.
Yes, I
Yes.
was confused. I was like,
Yeah.
I know this character, but this is not Catherine O'Hara. This is
Yeah.
the
And
portrayal of the character.
looked nothing like her. Not
Nothing.
really.
No,
It was
nothing like
very
her.
off. And
Catherine O'Hara isn't like that in real life.
no,
No.
she's not at all.
but somehow pulled these jokes out of her ass and was really funny.
I didn't think so.
I
thought she was
I didn't
funny.
think she
towards
was
the end,
funny.
I
Yeah.
was like, I'm buying it. It's good. I
There were a
liked
few
it.
glimmering moments in
Yeah.
there. I was,
Glimmer.
yes.
Yeah.
But what she lacks is her looks.
Yes.
Her actual looks are pretty.
Yes, but it just might be that it's
Yeah.
baby queen and
Yeah.
Yeah.
needs a bit more
What about
time.
next one, et cetera, et cetera?
Love her.
Yeah.
it's
Her
just-
roach look when she walked in.
She's beautiful too. Just the
Yeah. Young.
Yes.
Yeah.
beautiful and funny and
Snatch Game. She did the what's
Yes.
her name? Dingo Ate My Baby.
Oh,
I can't remember the name, but yeah, she did a great job.
Chamberlain.
Lindsay
Lindsay
Chamberlain.
The dingo
That-
ate
That
my
was
baby.
hilarious. Because it's like, how are you going to make a tragedy funny?
Yeah.
She did it.
She's like, watch this.
it's so
Hold my
offensive
drink.
because it's
so offensive.
a real person and
Yes.
a real baby.
And a real
like,
baby. This really happened.
Yes.
It's really, really happened.
It was hilarious though.
But I love et cetera, et cetera. She has a lot
She's
of
doing really
vivacity, a lot of
Yeah.
vivacity and excitement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I think she's providing a good queen on the show. Like she's entertaining, she's doing what she needs to do,
Yeah.
all of that good stuff. Okay, next one is Jojo's Ho. What do you think? What do you think?
I liked her looks. The one that she had on the runway where she
Yeah.
had the message at the end.
But it was sloppy.
It was sloppy, but I
Yeah.
really appreciated that she took that moment to do something
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, she
you
tried
know?
to do a statement piece.
Yeah.
I
And
use the word try because she tried.
She tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. But she she did it though. She was it was
Yeah.
it was a sloppy attempt because there was bits and it
and
wasn't up
she
to
was
par, but
unfortunately the first queen to go home.
she was the
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
queen to go home.
They did not give her a very fair edit because they
No.
definitely made her like very snobby
Yeah.
and then
Mm-hmm.
presented her
presented,
messy.
yeah.
And so that was
Yeah.
kind of mean of them.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that she taped on her eyebrows. They were like stickers. I love that. I love that. All right, the next one. Karen from Finance. What do
What
you
a
guys think? I love Karen.
Winner.
Yeah.
Yeah. We met her at DragCon. We actually
was
on our
she like?
DragCon episode, we and Miss Miriam T interviewed her. She was amazingly kind, funny, very personable, just really cool, down to earth, really, really cool.
Just
Looked
like
amazing.
that friendly person behind
Yeah.
the desk in the department where you're like,
exactly.
Hi.
She
I love
has
her.
All the
I
goods, all
love
of
that
it.
her intro look was like, it kind of reminded me of 9 to 5 Lily
Yes.
Jane Fonda's character in 9
Yes,
to
in that
5.
movie.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah,
it. And
right?
I loved her representation of Melbourne because she did the girl at the races.
Yes.
And I was dying.
Do you know?
Oh, God. I was like, been there, done that.
Really?
Yeah, the races in Australia are not. I mean, you go there looking real bougie and real pretty.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, your shoes are off.
Your shit face.
Your shit face. There's
Yeah.
toilet paper
Sorry.
hanging from places, like on your shoes. Your makeup's running. Your hair piece is falling out. Like, it's shambles.
So
Absolute
she did
shambles.
representation.
She did an exact representation of the Melbourne Cup.
I
Nice.
do have to call out that Dolly Parton though.
Her Dolly
Oh,
Parton
it was
was
terrible.
horrible.
It was really bad.
horrible, right, Rob?
Yes,
What did you think?
well, I agree because like even though I love Karen and Simone, Art Simone were are two of our favorites, obviously, but
Melbourne represent.
I think Karen should have been in the bottom over Art. I just didn't
Really?
like the Dolly Parton at all.
Wow.
I didn't like the accent. The comedy wasn't there either, and
The wig.
the wig was
The
bad.
wig was a
whereas at least
letdown.
I thought Art looked good. I
Yeah.
don't know. So that was my favorite.
Yeah, Karen in Snatch Game, because she did Dolly Parton for Snatch Game.
Yeah.
It was me and Rob were like, and I love Dolly Parton. I have her book,
Yeah.
and everything. So I was like, that is not Dolly Parton. That's maybe her cousin Molly. Or
Well,
Sally
if you're
from down
gonna
the
if you're
road.
gonna do a personality like Dolly Parton, you actually have to do the imitation and the
Yes.
It just was
Yeah.
missing all that.
It
for me.
was. It
Yeah.
really was. Okay, the next one is Scarlett Adams.
Flying under the radar.
Flying under the radar, but she did win the last challenge.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's good.
She's
She's
good, but it-
clever.
Yeah. Very beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Talent, good dancer.
Wait a minute. What
yeah.
are you on?
Scarlett
Scarlett
Adams.
Adams.
What about ketamine?
Oh,
we
sorry,
skip
Rob. I went
ketamine?
out of order. Let's do ketamine. Sorry, Robbie.
Okay.
Ketamine. Keto or keta?
Ketamine.
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 I like her.
I do too.
I don't rate it.
What? What, Roz? Why?
It just doesn't. I don't
She's
know.
named after drugs. I love it.
I mean, look, the name is super clever. I
Yeah.
just compared to some of the other queens, she doesn't do it for me.
Oh.
Okay.
That's
okay.
it. Just
Okay.
personal preference.
I think she's entertaining. I see her like she's gonna have a lot to give. I think she's gonna get
Yes.
better as it goes along. I find it very interesting that Anita Wiglet and her are business
The
partners.
business partners.
And they're pretty much an act. Like they do their drag together. But so far,
They haven't come up against each other yet.
Yeah.
no. But
Time's is
Anita
wasting.
Wiglet is like kicking her ass, kicking ketamine's ass. I think.
Yeah. I think she'll be under the radar and kind of
Yeah.
be safe for a while.
And then eventually we'll have a showdown between the two
Yeah.
of them.
Yes,
because
and
we
it's
have
gonna
to.
be big drama. You
and
know
also
it.
with electroshock, that needs to
Electroshock,
be worked into
who
there
is
as well.
Their employee.
Their employee.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Drama.
for our audience, I want to just tell you how many text messages I get from Roz about Drag Race on the regular. Like, very in depth.
You're my only outlet.
about what's happening on Drag Race down under. Rob, what's the next one?
Next is Maxi Shield.
Oh,
Maxi
Maxi
Shield.
Shield.
I loved her in this last episode.
Yeah, she
in the
was
dance
good in the last
challenge.
one.
I
Yeah.
thought she was just adorable
Yeah.
and looked the best in her group. I think.
I'm waiting for her to really like
Shine.
pop and go
Yeah.
and like she seems a little reserved. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think maybe nerves,
Nerves or
yeah.
something.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
really cool looks and like
Yes.
amazing wigs and just
The makeup's usually. I think it's really.
Oh, I know.
on point,
And I
too.
like that outside of drag. He's like a truck driver.
Yes.
And there was one, on the last episode, they had to pick teams, and Maxi Shield was the last one picked, and she goes, oh, most girls are like, oh, I got picked that. She goes, I don't care. I really just don't care. And I'm like, I like you. That's the attitude of like, who gives a fuck? All right, the last one is, which one is it?
Scarlett.
The one we already talked about. Which is
Challenge
that-
winner.
Challenge winner
Challenge
for the
winner.
last one.
She's doing great.
Yeah, I like her. I
Yeah.
like her. I think she's so there's two dancing queens,
Yeah.
right? Her and Electroshock.
Yeah.
I think Scarlett's better at it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because on the last episode, Electroshock was in the bottom because she showcased herself in the team group
Yeah.
and was
yeah,
like,
it wasn't very team player-ish.
no.
No.
What did you think of the last lip sync between her and Coco Jumbo?
It was lackluster on both parts.
I thought Electroshock was just pulling out the same trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the Coco Jumbo and Art Simone lip sync, right? I thought Art Simone did terribly.
I thought they both did terribly.
I could not take my eyes off of Coco.
I just thought they
Like-
both were awful.
So at the end of it, I was like, I probably would have made the same choice. But then
Yeah.
in this lip sync, I was kind of like, whatever, Ru, you just make a choice.
Yeah.
I actually thought Coco did a better job lip sync. I looked at her more. I thought she was more
She had
fun.
a horrible dress, though.
Yeah.
God, that was ugly.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you guys think of the first episode where RuPaul was out of drag?
I got really worried that this was going to be an introduction to RuPaul never being in drag except for like finales. And they were just slowly preparing us.
I know. I got the text from this one going, what the fuck?
I got really nervous.
That's Robbie.
And
Well, what I was gonna say is, from what I heard, the reason was because Ru's luggage didn't make it to New Zealand in time.
Yeah.
So they had to record the runway with Ru out of drag, and then Ru had to get in drag to film the second part.
And he said that in the episode, but I thought he was just like lying.
yeah.
They were just doing a bit.
I did. I was like, that's some excuse.
That's a bit. Lies everywhere.
Shenanigans.
So, Roz, as an Aussie, how are you feeling about this? Because you were like the music.
The music's
slang.
been great.
Yeah.
When they put out the Bee Gees
At the very
last
first
week,
lip sync, yeah.
I was like,
Or
what?
last week.
I was so happy. I can't wait for the Kylie to come out.
Yeah.
You know, and all the music. I mean, I'm sure the Village people are going to make a thing in there, a stomp in there, because we love like the disco.
Yeah.
Disco era music in
really?
Australia is huge. Bee Gees and ABBA are huge in Australia. The Village people are huge in Australia. So I can't. I'm just looking forward to the lip syncs because of the music.
It's going to be good.
I do think it's very much slated towards Down Under Australia because a lot of the like slang, a lot of the comments are
what?
very Australian comments. Well, he always walks in and says "G'day, g'day, g'day," which is only
Yeah.
an Australian thing.
Oh, I didn't know
very
that.
Australian.
It's not the Kiwis or the New
No,
Zealand,
the Kiwis don't really say that.
Okay.
No, they say Kia ora.
They what?
They're like native.
Would you call me?
Kia? What'd you say?
What'd you say?
I'll take two of them.
Can I take them with my other medication? Can we mix it with alcohol? Okay, go ahead.
No, I just think it's very slated towards the Australian
Okay.
like consumer. But at the end of the day, it is called Down Under, and Down Under is associated with Australia,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
New
Yeah.
Zealand. So I'm enjoying it because I can't go back home right now because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, this is like my little touch base with home.
Yeah.
And all these queens are very representative of the states they come from.
Oh, really?
Very
Okay.
stereotypical.
Okay.
Good.
So I love it. I'm just like, I can see this. Like Art Simone's outfit in the beginning, the where she did the flip from the night to like the grunge
Yes.
is Melbourne. It's where I'm from. We have alleyways with beautiful street art everywhere. And then we have the really bougie streets.
Oh, okay.
So it was a
Okay,
perfect
okay.
representation of the city. So I'm enjoying it. It's lacking something though. There's some pizzazz or something
Yeah.
that's missing.
Huh.
You know what I think it is? Is we are so used to U.S. Drag Race where all the queens come in like amazing looks,
Yeah.
totally
Yes.
like polished for the most part.
And they're not very polished.
And this one feels like RuPaul's Drag Race season 2, 3.
Yeah.
Which
Right?
is very Australian, actually.
Yeah.
We're very stuck in the 90s.
But the other thing is I don't mind it because it reminds me of like before Drag Race has become like not really about drag. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. Where it's not them doing it, it's their team who does it for them.
Yes,
yeah, but
exactly,
I
Eric.
feel this is authentically them, which
Yes.
I
Yeah.
enjoy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like it better than like because you know how we ended last season of Drag Race here. The looks were insane on
Yeah.
the
They-
runway for the
They
finale.
were nuts.
The hair,
Even
the
like
hair popping.
yeah, got mixed outfits. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
shit, these are queens coming after.
Yeah.
And then you have Down Under followed up.
And it reminds me of like watching Priscilla Queen of the Desert,
Yeah.
which is
that
a great
movie.
film, but it is very just. But
Camp.
maybe it speaks to where Australia is a New Zealand with regards to drag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and
How is I don't know if you know this, but within for the LGBTQ plus community down in Australia, New Zealand, are they more progressive than the US or not? Are they a little behind?
I can't really speak to that, but I can say that we're definitely as a community in Australia, far more conservative, and it took us a long time even just to legalize gay marriage, and it was really embarrassing. By the time we did it, it was almost, I think, 5 to 7 years after the UK and the US, which is just like, what is wrong? You know, you're a Western country, your partners like UK and US have done it. What are you waiting for?
Yeah.
So that's all I can say on that piece.
Okay.
Is that I think there is a little bit holding it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But so first impressions of Drag Race Down Under, what do you think after the first 3 episodes? Is it going to be good, bad? Who's your front runner? Who do you see in the top 3? All of that good stuff.
I'll go first.
You go first, Eric.
All right.
Give us a rundown.
I'm really enjoying it. I actually like it for the same reasons that it feels a little like season 5, season 7 of like Drag Race to me, which I kind of really enjoy. It's like back to basics.
Christina Aguilera, is that one?
Great album. Yeah, so it's been really fun. Kind of disappointed that they put Snatch Game so early because I think everyone was so nervous that no one was really that great at it.
They needed a bit more time to like work their way into
and be more comfortable with the medium and
they
being
need
in front of the camera.
a few more
and grow
weeks.
a little bit into the role of being on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Exactly.
Sure.
Well, the thing was though that it's only a cast of 10, so
smaller.
like you couldn't put it too far into the season.
So who's I don't know if I know them well enough to know who's going to be in the
That's
top.
fine. That's fine. Because you probably won't watch it. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. What about you, Ros? What do you think?
I mean, I have to back Karen from Finance.
That's who I'm going for.
Because she's
I love
from
her.
Melbourne, and it's just what you do. You know, she's from my hometown, my home city. But I do love et cetera, et cetera. There's something about her that just excites me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Anita Wiglet.
Yeah.
I think they're my top 3.
Okay.
But maybe not on like skill, just on complete. I just like them the best.
Yeah.
I'm like, you are my favorite.
I think I'm with you on Karen from Finance. One, because I met her and I thought she was amazing. I really am liking Anita Wiglet.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure after the first episode, but after episode 2 and now 3, I'm like, oh, I really think she's weird.
She reminds me of the kooky aunt.
I love that shit.
Like that aunt that everyone's got one in their family that you just love, you don't understand, but you're like, you have to meet my aunt.
Eccentric.
You
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
meet her.
yeah.
You're going to love her.
Yeah,
You know,
she's
that's,
that.
That's
for me.
Anita Wiglet.
Yeah.
We call her Tony.
Fucker, I hate you. God damn it. God damn it. How did you get here? Who let you in? But I'm excited for the season. I think it's going to be good. I think Karen from Finance is one to watch out for. Anita Wiglet's one to watch out for. Et cetera is doing good. I think Ketamine might pull out some good stuff. But we'll see. We're only on episode 3, so it's gonna
take us through summer.
It will. It will definitely take us through summer, and then we have All Stars after that.
Thank goodness. What was I going to do?
Because usually Bash is like, I'm over Drag Race. I don't want to do it anymore. Speaking of Bash, should we talk about hers? That was a horrible segment. Look, he wasn't even paying attention again. How many times is it going to take, Rob?
I know. Okay. Yeah, let's just jump to hers.
I was confused
Do
too,
it.
Rob. I
Do
had
it.
no
I know.
idea.
I'm like, hers what? Oh, so anyway, on Who Invited Her, we're not all about the boys. Ladies, we got you covered too. Hers is a health and wellness brand that helps women take the stress out of taking care of themselves because women juggle a million things and booking appointments, sitting in waiting rooms, waiting in pharmacy lines. That's at the bottom of the list. Hers offers access to high-quality medical care and products from acne to female hair loss, birth control, and a lot more. And they'll connect you to FDA-approved treatment backed by science. See results where other treatments fall short. Ever want to go to the dermatologist but stressed about figuring all of that out? Well, hers provides access to customizable prescription skincare from the comfort of your own sofa without the hassle of going to the dermatologist office. Hers is customized acne care powered by doctors. Hers offers a customizable prescription strength cream that, if appropriate, can be prescribed based on your skin's needs. And better yet, if you visit our website right now, you will get a 90-day money-back guarantee. Try the product as directed by the provider for 90 days, and you can get your money back for any reason at all. Plus, right now, you can try these products out for only $10 a month for the first 2 months.
That's it, Rob?
That's it.
I
So
was left on my lift to get here.
try hers today by starting out with the free online visit. Go to whoinvitedher.net/hers. That's HERS. Prescription products are subject to medical provider approval and require an online consultation with a medical provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. See the website for full details and safety information. That's whoinvitedher.net/hers.
Yay! And as we've said on the show, I use hers or Hims, the moisturizer and the skincare. I really like it. Yeah, I really, really like it. So go visit Hims and
Check
hers.
it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we play a game? We haven't done this in so long,
I
and
love
I
games.
want to put Rob on the spot.
Oh God.
Let's
Robbie,
do
I
it.
know he's
I
gonna
love
hate this, and I warned him before the show. I'm like, Rob, we are gonna do.
Oh.
Oh my God, you're
This
fired.
is going to be great.
Robbie don't know.
Oh, there it
There it
is.
is.
Sorry.
Robbie don't know. Robbie don't know.
That's amazing.
Try with it, failing so hard at it, but he don't give a shit. Wow.
Okay.
Yes. So this is a little segment we do where Rob is a producer and kind of a host of a pop culture podcast, but he knows nothing about pop culture. So I wanted to see if Rob's been paying attention these last couple weeks on stuff I've talked about and stuff in the news. Are you ready for this, Rob? We're going to
Okay.
test your pop culture knowledge.
I'm ready.
And if you need help, remember you have two lifelines.
Okay.
You can either pick Eric to help you with the question
Okay.
or Roz.
Okay.
I know Roz is going to be like,
I am horrible at this.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, ready for the first one?
I'm ready.
Let's see if you get this. Which RuPaul season winner will be joining the smash UK hit musical Everybody's Talking About Jamie?
Everybody's talking about Jamie.
Is the hit musical. Which RuPaul season winner will be joining the smash hit UK hit musical Everybody's
Well, the UK winner is right? I mean,
hey.
Lawrence Cheney. No?
No. Bam. You need the buzzer. Where's the buzzer? God damn it. There you go. No, do you guys know?
No.
No.
Any guesses? Any guesses?
Is it Vivian?
No.
No.
RuPaul's I didn't say UK RuPaul. I
Yeah.
said RuPaul's Drag Race.
We
It would
definitely
have to be-
diverted.
Who can sing?
Bianca.
Who can dance?
No.
Did you just look that up?
No.
It is Bianca Del Rio.
Oh, well, I only know that because Bianca was in a show in the West End.
It's the same show, but she's doing the actual touring
You
company of
did
the
know,
same
Robbie.
show.
You
I did
did
know
know.
that.
Yes, and
Okay.
I put it in there because we had talked about it. And when we were in London, we tried to get tickets for
we
everybody.
did?
For everybody, everyone's talking about Jamie, and it was sold out. And if you haven't checked out the musical, listen to the music. I think you can watch clips online on YouTube.
Okay.
It is such a good show. It is so good.
Huh.
I think we should give him that point because he technically
Yeah,
did
he
know.
technically did.
Technically, I
Alright.
guess.
We
All right.
triggered
Okay,
him.
next.
Next one. Which superstar was just announced to join the monster list of guest stars appearing in the Friends reunion show airing May 27th on HBO Max? And I put little clues in the question.
So, Friends.
Which superstar was announced to join the monster list of guest stars
Monster.
appearing in the Friends reunion showing on HBO Max May 27th?
Monster is a movie, right?
Oh.
Hey, don't look at me.
Okay.
If you need help.
I don't know. I'm gonna call on Eric.
Good choice.
Because you just
Eric's
looked as clueless as I do.
The only thing that triggered me was monsters and like Lady Gaga. And her
Yes,
monsters.
Lady Gaga.
Oh.
Really? I
Yeah.
was thinking HBO.
No, there's like, if you guys haven't checked it out, there is a huge list of guest stars doing the
Wow.
Friends reunion, and Lady Gaga is the newest
Love
one to
it.
be added to the list.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, and it's like every single person that was in the Friends series, down to like the parents of Monica, are all coming back for the reunion.
It's going to be
Perfect.
amazing or an awful
awful,
flop.
awful. Either one is gonna be.
Which is why there are celebrity guest appearances to pick it back
exactly
up.
right.
Redemption.
Are you a Lady Gaga fan?
I am.
You are? Okay.
I didn't like her music to begin with. I liked her.
What do you think of the Versace movie she's doing?
I'm a big fan.
I
I'm all
can't wait
for
to
it.
see
As an
it.
actress,
I
I
really
think she's
can't.
great. And
Yeah.
a personality, I think she's great. And I'm now getting into her music.
I can't wait to see, because we talked about this on the last episode where I get into these really high episodes of watching fashion shows for hours and hours at a time.
And now you get a movie about it with Lady
I
Gaga.
know, I can't wait. All right, ready for the next one, Rob?
Okay, I'm ready.
Listen to the question because I put hints in it.
Okay.
Which legendary judge made history as the first black stylist named Stylist of the Year by The Hollywood Reporter?
God, why do you ask me these questions?
I love seeing you squirm. Do you want it again?
Okay, one more time.
Which legendary judge made history as the first black stylist named Stylist of the Year by The Hollywood Reporter? And a little background, Hollywood Reporter does a list of the most influential stylists, fashion designers in Hollywood, and this list is very well known. And this person is the Stylist of the Year, first black person of color to do it, which I think is amazing.
Okay, well,
And queer person.
I can picture the legendary judges, but I don't know any of their names.
I know, that's why I put it in. Do you need help?
Yes.
You got it. You only have one left.
Okay.
Or ask the
Rosie-
audience if we have people.
Okay, anybody watching on YouTube, jump in.
Jump in if you know. Put it in the comments.
Put
Help
it in the
Mr. Robbie
comments.
out.
Or in the chat.
Can you tell us what chair they sit in at
Yeah.
least?
In the middle. It's
Oh, Eric was trying to help you out with
Wait,
that
what?
so much.
What?
No.
Okay.
Do you have a guess?
I'm
All right, I'll give it to you.
All
La
right.
Roche. Do
I'm
you want to
gonna
say
go-
it?
Yeah, it's La Roche.
La Roche.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's in the first chair,
First
the one
chair.
that always has the best hair
Yeah.
and very snarky.
That's the one I'm picturing.
Used
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
he's not in the middle chair. He's
Okay.
in the first chair.
Used to be a judge on Top Model.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, Rob, this is a
never
visual
have.
question.
Okay.
You have 3 choices,
Okay.
and I don't think you guys will be able to see it.
Okay.
So, Rob, you're on your own for this. Or if you are watching us live right now, put it in the chat if you
Okay.
want to help Rob out with this. Ready?
Yes.
Which one of these Jennifers is rumored to be back with her ex, Ben Affleck?
Well, this one I do know because I know
I had to give you an easy one.
that was an easy one. So if you would have asked me who all of these Jennifers are, I would know Jennifer Lopez,
Yeah, which is the middle one, right?
I hope
which is
so.
the middle one, and Jennifer Hudson
Yeah.
from American Idol. No idea who the other girl is.
Alias? She was in Alias?
No.
13 going on 30? You know?
Jennifer,
Eric?
what's her face?
Gardner.
Gardner.
Jennifer
Oh, see,
Gardner.
I was gonna say Hewitt. Is that right?
You went. No. That's Party of 5.
Okay,
You're
so
so
no, I wouldn't have
adorable,
guessed.
Rob.
So,
But anyway, the answer to this question is J-Lo.
J-Lo.
And I knew
yes,
the
you
answer to that
got
one.
it. What happened to that? She's going back with her ex.
I know.
Like her
Wow.
and A-Rod.
Backsliding.
Backsliding.
Can you imagine people going back with their exes?
do you have something to share? Do you have something to share since
Yes.
the last episode? Go ahead.
I just recently got back with my ex. So
Yeah, if you-
Lorenzo and I are
Yay.
back together.
So for our listeners, look, studio audience is so thrilled about it. Thank you. So for our audience, you broke up for like a week.
A week.
Literally a week. We
Yeah.
talked about it in the last episode, and now you guys are back together.
Yeah.
Which I have said, I think Lorenzo's adorable.
He
He's
is.
hilariously
Yeah.
funny to me, and we like theater, so
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Anyone named Lorenzo's okay with me.
Because your
Yeah.
cat's named
Of
Lorenzo.
course.
Yeah.
And he's handsome as hell. So
There you go.
You know, it just resonates with the name.
Yes.
I think that's it. How do you feel about it?
I'm really happy. We talk things out and we're
Good.
moving in the right direction. And
Good.
yeah, I'm really happy.
Because I had told him before the show, I said, Eric has been very quiet this week.
I
Either
was.
he's tearing up Hillcrest, because, like a cat in heat, or something else.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the next one, Robbie?
I'm ready.
All right. What former Disney pop star is going to be back on TV with a new series about UFOs? And she is not sorry about it.
So it's not Christina Aguilera.
No. I gave you a hint in the song, in the thing. One more time for because I see Eric's
Okay.
I smell smoke.
Yeah.
It's burning up there.
Yeah.
Ready? What former Disney pop star is going to be back on TV with a new series about UFOs, and she's not sorry about it? Unless I totally got the.
Is it Britney?
No.
Is it Miley Cyrus?
No. Keep
Oh,
going,
damn
Rob.
it.
Oh, my
I was
God.
really
Who
hoping
sings
it was
Sorry, Not
Miley.
Sorry?
Is it Demi Lovato?
Yes.
Oh.
Can you believe this? She's like, so this came out. I was reading about it, and she's going back to TV. Let me pull it up because I thought it was so like, what the fuck? So Demi Lovato is doing a new TV series that's called Unidentified with Demi Lovato, and it's her and her sister, I believe, and her best friend are going to debunk UFOs and talk to us. It's all about UFOs.
That'll be actually really entertaining.
I know.
I'm actually for it. I kind of want to watch it. What do you think?
That is entertaining.
One of my new phrases is, "What in the Lovato is going on?"
What in the Lovato?
I know, because she's been like,
Yeah.
you never know what's going to come with her.
It gotten a little weird.
I'm okay with that
I love
because
it. I love weird.
I was like,
I
oh,
do
Demi
too.
Lovato, but I love just like, I don't know what I'm going to get. What is she going to do next?
Yeah.
I want to know.
and the
I'm excited. I'm here
conversation
for it.
is probably going to be great.
Oh, I know. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I think it's going to be very interesting.
Can't
to say
wait.
the least. What do you think, Rob? Will you watch it?
Sure. Yeah.
Liar.
Yeah, I'd watch a UFO show.
Okay. Ready for your next one?
I'm ready.
What what is it? Sorry. What AMSR singer set a record on Instagram by getting 1 million likes in 6 minutes with her new look? Come on, Rob. If I could give you a hint if you want.
Okay, I'm ready.
I don't like this singer at all. And I always say it. I don't like her. I don't like her. She can't sing.
Okay. Do either of you guys know it?
I think
No.
Eric does? Okay.
ASMR?
She sings like this, and it's like,
Oh, I know this one. It's Billie Eilish.
yes.
I was thinking that just after you gave that hint to Eric. I was
If
like,
I
there's
had
only one person I know
one
sounds like that.
More millisecond, I would have had
Yeah,
it.
so she got a new look for the cover. I think it's Vogue, where she's now platinum, and she was in a pinup like lingerie.
Oh, I saw the photos.
And I thought she looked gorgeous.
She did.
So
Yeah, it was beautiful.
now it's just the attention is too overwhelming for
Oh,
her.
God
She
help
can't
her.
handle
What a
it. I'm like,
shame.
oh God, get over yourself.
I
Sucks
liked
to be a
the-
celebrity.
I do
like
kind
the
of like.
documentary.
I do like her music.
I just don't think she can sing.
It's not
And
really
she has
singing.
those
It's-
lazy eyes that are like, I'm stoned or
But
I'm
that's
not
her whole
stoned,
thing.
I know. I'm
That's
just
her.
like,
I mean, I don't listen to
meh.
her music, but that's her like her thing.
Yeah.
I'm kind of okay. When she first came out with the neon black hair and the oversight, I'm like, you're trying too hard to be different and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think how she looks now, and like now that she's like, I love seeing celebrities go with a new look. They're
Yes.
evolving as people.
Yeah.
So seeing her get out of that and like, I'm gonna try to be blonde and I'm gonna look sexy. I'm like,
Yeah.
good for you. Do it.
Like
I
Katy
love
Perry.
that.
She's incredible looks.
So
Yeah.
before I was like, I don't like her, and I still really don't. But I'm like, okay, I get it. Good
Yeah.
for
After
you.
the
You
cover
grow.
shoot.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
grow, and I think.
But now she's like shying away, and it's
I
like
know. I'm
sorry,
like,
it's too
no,
much.
embrace it. Yeah, when I read the article and it was like, oh, she's like saying she's so overwhelmed by it, and
Sucks
it's
to
just
be
too much
her.
attention. I'm like, you should be so lucky.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, it's
Be
kind of like
lucky.
us. We just have so much attention. It's
Do
hard.
we?
When I go out, it's just oh
Yeah,
my
people just
god,
can't
please
leave
Beating them
alone.
off with a stick.
no more photos.
No,
Stop.
please.
Up with a stick. They're beating him up with a stick. All right, ready for the next one?
Yes.
This is another visual one, Robbie, and it's the long, long question
Okay.
that we always ask. The many, many Chris's in Hollywood, Rob.
Okay.
Out of all of these actors on the screen,
Uh-huh.
which is Chris Pine? I knew this was gonna get wrong because he hates this shit.
Well, at first, when I first saw the pictures, I'm like, are they the same guy? But I guess they're not. But they're not. My second thought was, it's got to be the Chris's. So, do I know who Chris Pine is? No.
Go through the process of elimination.
Go through.
Okay. I do know that the guy on the left, and this is a podcast, most of our listeners can't even see it, but if you're
Here,
okay.
I will-
So the guy on the left is Thor.
Wow.
How do you
Rob.
know, Rob?
Because I saw Thor. It
Okay,
looks like the
so
same guy with short
These
hair.
are the Chris's. I'm showing our
Wow,
Okay.
Rob.
Lovely.
Not all white
Okay.
guys look alike.
And
These
That
do.
is so racist against white
wow,
guys.
Rob.
Okay, so Chris Pine, process of elimination, is
Right.
one of the other two. Not the one in the tie. It's either the one in the black shirt or the white shirt. And who's the
damn.
other Chris? Chris.
So there's 3 Chris's. They all really do look alike.
They,
Yeah, you
Well,
know, this,
okay, I
this
take
is
it
a little
back,
deceiving.
Rob.
These, yeah,
Am I wrong? I
they,
mean,
they kind of do.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're
so
on a good track, though.
You're on a good track.
You're on a
Keep
good
going,
track.
keep
That's
going,
how I would
Robbie.
be
You
doing
can
it.
do
I'm
this.
totally getting there. Okay, I'm gonna say there's Chris. Oh, I do know that it's Chris Pratt, Chris Pine, and Chris Helmsworth.
Yeah.
Yay!
But which
Rob!
one is which?
one
I
is
don't know.
which?
Nobody knows. Does anybody know? No.
I-
I'm gonna say Chris Pine is the one in the black.
Wow.
Yes,
Is that
Rob. Look at you. You got
I
it.
totally guessed on
You
it. I
guessed.
had no
I
idea.
would have
did.
gone through a process of elimination too because I didn't know which one was which either. I'm like, they're all Chris's, but I don't know their last names. But I
yeah.
can tell you what movies they were in.
Yeah?
Yeah, I could
Really?
be like Princess Diaries.
Wait, who was in Princess Diaries?
What's his face
Chris
on the
Pine.
right?
Was it Chris Pine?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was in Princess Diaries too.
Yeah.
Oh,
See?
I didn't know. Look at
And he
you.
was in Jurassic
Wow.
Park, and the other one was Thor.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
tell me which
Nice.
Chris they are.
You have no
fucking
idea. I was gonna throw Chris Evans in there, but I'm like, Rob will know.
Oh no, I'll know that
Rob's
one.
jail
If you
card.
would have added the fourth one, I'm like, I saw his penis. I know exactly. I know exactly.
That was the best day of Rob's life because Rob has been obsessed with Chris Evans.
Huh.
Like
Yeah.
that is his
My
get out of jail card.
But did you
Yeah.
know the day his penis came out was my birthday?
So it was meant to
birthday,
be.
Rob.
It was
You're
happy.
welcome. You're welcome. I arranged that for you.
Best
because I love you
gift
so
ever.
much.
Manifested
Wow.
it for it.
That was the best $25 you've ever spent.
Are you ready for?
All right, I'm ready.
You ready for the last one?
Yes.
Okay. Which designing woman is starring in HBO's new The Hacks?
Oh,
I'm really excited.
Okay.
For this show,
Well,
too.
I heard it's
think
really
I know.
good.
I did too.
I want to watch it.
Come on, Rob. She's one of my favorite.
No, I know who it
actresses.
is. It's the one that's the blonde-haired.
What's her name?
It,
Come on, sound it out. Use your words.
I say that all the time. Use your
Okay,
words.
I'm gonna go.
Do you have
with,
it? Do you
I'm
know,
gonna go
Rob?
with. I'm gonna go with Eric because it looks like Eric knows the answer.
Wait, you already used Eric. You can't use him again.
Okay.
Sorry.
Anyway, I'm
Ross
right.
is like, don't pick me. Don't pick me.
I'm
Do you
sweating.
see the panic in her eyes?
I'm right about who it is, but I don't know. her
You
name.
are, Rob.
I don't know
should
her
give
name.
you a half a point. It's Jean Smart.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
so
would
she's doing a new
never.
TV show called The Hacks, which
Yeah.
is about a legendary Las Vegas stand-up comedian
Ooh.
and her young Gen Z
Yeah.
assistant who comes from a very privileged background.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so the creators of Broad City created this show, and it's going to be on HBO Max. And they've already, I think, the first 2 or 3 episodes
Yeah, I think so.
They're
are
out.
out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love
haven't watched it
HBO,
yet, and
so-
I've been wanting to see it because I love Jean Smart. She was in The Watchman, the series on HBO, and she was fantastic in that.
I haven't
Absolutely
seen that. Is it?
amazing.
Should I
It's
watch-
good.
okay.
Yeah, they've only did one season.
I
and they
need some new
canceled it,
TV. So this.
But
is
yeah,
good.
The Hack.
Okay.
I'm really excited to see it. What do
Me
you
too.
think?
Yeah, I told. It looks really funny, and I love
Yeah.
her. She's great.
So what I read was like it's really interesting, the series, because it's taking like somebody from the Boomer generation and a Gen Z,
Yeah.
and having interact in a show.
Yeah.
These two characters trying to relate, these two women from totally different generations relating to get to each other.
Yeah.
And it's been getting really good reviews. The fact that the people who created Broad City are involved, and I
Yeah.
love that show, I think it's going to be hilarious.
Yeah, I think so too.
I really do. Oh, speaking to the younger generation, now that Mr. Party Bear Eric is newly in his 40s, we were talking, you had an experience trying to relate to the young 24-year-olds out there.
Yeah, God, hanging out with like the 20-year-olds is such a like.
Makes you feel old, doesn't it?
It
Welcome to my
really-
world.
So I went to go see a drag show this week, and
Yeah.
there was a nanny number, and there were two 20-year-olds at the table who had never seen the show The Nanny. No idea what the theme
Your
song
eyes
was.
just got really big, Rob.
Yeah, they like the theme song came on. They had no idea what that was in reference to. And it was the strangest thing.
I feel you have a comment on this, Ross.
And then the other thing, like my jaw dropped, is we were like in conversation again, and I was like something Inside Out, and they were like, "Oh, I've never been to Inside Out," and I'm like,
Wait, the restaurant?
"Yeah."
Oh,
and I'm
love
like,
that place.
"You've lived in San Diego like for 4 or 5 years."
And
never been to Inside Out.
Oh, it's so
and they're like,
chill.
and I'm like, it's nice and upscale, and they're like craft cocktails, and they're like so expensive cocktails, and I'm like, yeah, and they're like, that's why I haven't been there, and I'm like, oh,
Well, I do have-
20-year-olds.
I know. Well, once you get into your 40s, I mean, hopefully you're in a spot where it's just like.
Yeah,
You don't have to.
I know you don't have to worry about that.
You don't have. Yeah.
I do love like interacting with the Gen Zs because they have so much energy.
Yeah.
And I love introducing them to stuff that I'm like, oh, you guys are gonna love this. You
Yeah.
guys are gonna love this. And because it's every generation deals with it. And I think like with the nanny, it's like
Yes.
I get excited going, oh my God, if they've never seen it, they are in for a treat.
Yeah.
If they're
But-
introduced to it. What?
But in saying that, I rewatched The Nanny recently because I love
'Cause it's
love
on
The
HBO?
Nanny. Yeah, and I
Oh,
love The Nanny.
Me too.
And side note, I do think RuPaul got a lot of his inspiration from Fran Drescher. For her outfits in The Nanny.
really?
If you rewatch it and look at her matching outfits, her matching suit, like her matching suits, it's almost very RuPaul reminiscent. The matching top and bottoms. But anyway, so I rewatched The Nanny recently, and as much as I love it, it was a little bit like slightly a little bit of a letdown. And I don't know if that's
Really?
because TV's gotten so good since then, but
Or do you have a nostalgic viewpoint on it? Because did you grow up with the nanny? Mm-hmm. And
Yep.
maybe you remember it differently.
I tell you what, I don't remember any of like the romance shenanigans. They went over my head.
Oh, how
Right.
interesting.
As I'm 35, so the
Yeah.
shenanigans went like way over my head when I
Oh.
was watching it as probably a 12 or 13-year-old.
Yeah.
Right?
You're watching the nanny at 12 and 13?
I'm like, was that how
No wonder why. No wonder why it went over your head.
right? And I rewatched it and I was like, oh my God. Like so many jokes that I get now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like rewatching Sex in the City. I wasn't
Yeah.
allowed to watch it as a young girl.
Yeah.
And I watched it in my 30s, and I'm almost happy that I waited because
Yeah.
it made so much more
So much
sense.
more
Was
sense.
so much more applicable to my life at that point.
The nanny was pretty progressive for its time, and
It
had a lot
was,
of gay
yes.
jokes because
Yeah.
Yes.
her husband came out
Niles, yeah.
at the time being
Yeah.
gay, so he wrote a lot of gay jokes
Mm-hmm.
into the show. And but there also are some episodes that don't translate
Problematic.
very well into
Yes.
today's society. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
there is that when you watch it.
I think that is so interesting. Just I don't know.
And then by the end of it, you're just like, can you two just please just get it on and get it
I
done with?
know.
Like season
Yeah.
4, it starts happening. I'm like, what are you waiting for,
Just
Fran?
get
Leave
it
him.
on.
Leave him.
Well, and the weird thing about that show is once they did get together and get married, the ratings tanked, and then the show was canceled.
It was.
Yeah.
I remember.
And-
I stopped watching.
And
it
she
when that
said
happened.
it was the worst decision she ever made was
Yeah.
deciding for them to get married.
Oh, they shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Because they lose all the sexual tension.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was getting frustrated for her when I was rewatching it recently. I'm just like, you need to leave. He's not gonna.
Speaking of sexual tension, that is it for Robbie Don't Know.
Yay!
I loved it. Do you feel a little more knowledgeable now, Rob?
No, I don't. I don't feel any more educated than
Not
I was
at all?
before we started.
I'm
no.
on Team Robbie. I'm like,
No.
can I use that today?
No, probably not. But you will be able to use our next little thing we're going to talk about. CDC came out with new guidelines for people who are vaccinated.
Yes.
So that hit this week. So I'm going to go through really quick what, if you are fully vaccinated, what you can expect to do. So you can resume activities that you did prior to the pandemic, which is good, I guess, in a way, right?
Yeah.
You can resume activities without wearing a mask or staying 6 feet apart, except where required by federal, state, local, tribal, and territorial laws, rules, and regulations, including businesses and workplace guidelines. If you travel, Roz, I don't know if you know this. If you travel to the United States, you do not need to get tested before or after travel or self-quarantine after travel.
I think that's incorrect.
It's on the CDC website.
I think it is. I thought it was you still have to test to come back to the U.S.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
You don't have
Good
to
know.
test domestically. If you travel
Oh.
within the US, you no longer have to test if you go from state to state. But if you're still coming in from the outside of the US internationally, I do
Oh,
believe.
see, yeah, there it
Yeah.
is. You're right, Roz. It says you need to pay attention to the situation at your international destination.
You need to pay attention to the words on the screen.
Well, no, that was the next one. No, that would.
Wow.
Who invited her? Who invited her? No, I'm kidding. No, it was
you
the next
asked
one.
Roz
Yeah,
and she
yeah,
travels,
I
okay? It's
know.
what I do.
Today, the part of Bash will be played by
Bye,
Roz.
Roz. Wow, she just eased into that role real quick. This came real natural to you, Roz.
I'm sweating now.
I love it. I love
Look at how
it.
hot it gets.
But yeah, so you can pretty much get back to your normal way of living. How do you guys feel about that?
So is that why Bash isn't here? He's at the bathhouse?
yeah, he's at the
That
bathhouse,
makes sense.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's at.
resuming his
Finally can go back to
I
his
know he
normal
was
ways.
so excited to visit Communion at San Diego.
Club San Diego.
How do you guys feel about this?
Well, I mean, okay, the CDC rules aren't
Yes.
enforced, right? As in,
State
like,
or local.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's great that the CDC come out with these statements, but that's
Yeah.
all they are. They are statements.
Yeah.
You know, because businesses can do what they want, people are going to do what they want, and nobody can find them.
Yeah.
And so it's great that this is out there. It maybe gives people a little bit more confidence that, you know, what they're doing is
Yeah.
actually working towards a greater
Yeah.
like position with
Yeah.
the pandemic. But at the end of the day, you know, that I think that, you know, the people who are ripping off their masks aren't all going to be vaccinated.
No.
Yeah.
And so it makes me a little bit weary because even as somebody who is vaccinated, I'm like, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
You keep your
Yeah.
6 feet. And me wearing my mask actually makes me feel like it's like a traffic light party. You know, where you're like, you're green, amber, and red. Like my mask
Yeah.
is like the stay away from me.
Yeah.
Don't come near me.
Don't talk
Yeah.
to me. Don't
You
look
know,
at me.
it's a statement now. I think
Yeah, I
it's
think
you know,
so
if you
too.
wear it, it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt it was confusing going out this week of like, do I wear my mask? Do
Yeah.
I not wear it? What does
Yeah,
the
that's
state
I'm
how I felt
say?
confused.
The
too.
CDC
Yeah, for sure.
says I'm so, and then some of the bars aren't following it, which I
Some
understand. Like, you know,
So speaking
It's
of the
confusing.
bars, so how do you feel about certain businesses or bars or restaurants doing a vax only party?
Yeah.
Which seems to start happening, especially here in San Diego, and I'm sure other cities are going to be doing it,
Mm-hmm.
where they are one night out of the week. It's like everybody there. To get into the establishment, you have to show your vaccination card and be 2 weeks out and your
sounds like
ID.
heaven.
So everybody is vaccinated. How do you guys feel?
If
what
I
do you
was
think?
single, I'd be there in a heartbeat.
Are you not single?
I'm not single.
What? When did this happen?
It's been about almost a year now.
I didn't know this.
I know I'm.
You were over a house. How dare you? Get out. Oh,
I
you
would-
got to come back for that story.
I would go in a heartbeat, yeah, because to me that is like my license to kill.
yeah.
I can go
Okay.
hunting again.
What about
Yeah.
you?
So I feel very torn. Number
Oh.
one, I want to go dancing so bad.
Right.
I feel like I haven't danced in a million years.
Do we need to see that? Let's be honest. Do we?
No one needs to see it.
Well, you can step outside. Okay.
Yeah. I think half the bar will, but it's okay. No, I'm kidding.
But I feel like I'm internally conflicted because I'm like, do I feel comfortable, even though I'm vaccinated, even though everyone else is vaccinated?
Yeah.
Am I ready to feel comfortable
That step into
socializing around
society
others?
is
Yeah.
huge.
The other argument or stuff that I've seen come up and people saying is it's a form of
Discrimination.
discrimination.
Yeah.
I get that a lot, just with travel.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I can't go there because I'm not vaccinated." I mean, that technically isn't the case yet, but it's looking like it will be for Europe.
Yeah.
It's looking
Yeah.
like it's going to happen, and it technically is a form of discrimination.
I disagree.
Because
'Cause
they're saying you
discrimination-
can't do it because you're not vaccinated, but
Vaccinated, yeah.
at the same time, it's your choice.
Yeah.
So can
it
you say
is-
it's discrimination if it's a choice?
That's the thing.
Right?
Is it because discrimination usually is
Pertains to
if you look it up and like especially if you're dealing with like HR or like what it says, it's discrimination is being discriminated against your religious beliefs, your race, your ethnicity,
so
and your
things you
sexual
can't
orientation.
change.
Things you cannot change.
Then I take
things
it
you
back.
were
It's
born
not
into.
discrimination.
So how I feel with the vaccine and how they're doing this is people are choosing not to get vaccinated for no other reason but their personal whatever they want to preference. Because look at like vaccinations have been around for a long time, right?
Yeah.
We all had to get vaccinated to go to school.
Yep.
This is just
Yep.
another vaccination we have to add to it.
Yeah.
I've
So
had plenty.
people acting like it's a new thing, I just think is crazy.
And the way it's been politicized, people are just kind of carrying on with that.
Yeah.
You know, they're taking what beliefs they have politically and they're putting that towards the pandemic.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because it's really a health hazard.
It is.
It's a health issue.
I
It's
honestly
not.
believe if the Trump administration and GOP did not make this an issue about the right wing, left wing, we would not be having this discussion right now.
Nope.
We really wouldn't.
Yeah. And
You know what
it's
I mean?
interesting. A business can have a vaccination party if they're protected in the same way they can tell somebody you're not wearing a mask, you can't come in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That same protection protects them
Yeah.
from having a
How-
vaccination party.
And
as
if
How
you
well.
is
don't
it
like it,
any
go
different
home.
Yeah.
from no shirt, no shoes, no service, no
Yeah.
mask? It's
No
they're-
seatbelt.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you have if you want to drive a car, you have to wear a seatbelt.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I could see both sides of the discussion.
I feel bad. I do feel
but-
bad for them because some people who aren't like I do have quite a few friends who are more on the left wing side of life.
Yeah.
And they don't want to get the vaccine. So it's not all political. Some
No,
people
it's
just
not.
don't
Don't wanna
feel
do it.
comfortable.
Yeah.
And it's not that they're anti-vaxxers either because they have all the vaccines.
But it's like with
So-
anything else in life, you make a decision. There's going to be a what's it called?
Repercussion.
A repercussion of it. So you make the decision not to get vaccinated. This is a repercussion of it.
Yeah.
It's with anything you do. Any decision you make, there's going to be.
You have 6 other nights to go to that bar.
Exactly.
And we've made plenty of bad decisions. They're not bad ones, just, decisions we
Yeah.
didn't think about at the time.
Exactly.
Why are you looking at us on this podcast?
Because we've
She's
all
like, this
been
is
there.
a bad decision of being on
We've
this
all
show. No,
been
I'm
there.
kidding. I'm totally kidding. Oh my god! But Roz, it is always such a pleasure when you come.
Yes.
I
So-
love having you on this show. You make me laugh.
Good. Make somebody
Yes.
laugh. So.
And I'm so glad you're able to like translate some of the RuPaul Drag Race
Thank
down
you.
under stuff for us.
Yeah.
I'm always here to provide a translation.
Good.
Yeah.
And give everybody the rundown of how they find your podcast and all of that good
Yes,
stuff.
so it's Mates Rates Podcast on Instagram, and if you're looking for me personally, it's Ask Ros She Travels with like periods between ask.ros.she.travels. Yeah, and traveling's happening, so if anybody's curious and just wants to chat.
Okay.
And I do have actually, can I like self-promote for a hot
Yeah.
second? I got 25% off Greece and Croatia sailings at the moment, 8-day sailings for the summer. So if
Wow,
anybody's
I wanna go to
interested,
Greece.
you want to book your own group of 8 of your friends, then yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah, the actual sale is only for 20, but because I'm special, I got 25. So it's,
Nice. And give them how, if they're interested in that, how do they reach you? Give it one more time.
yeah, so it's ask.ros.she.travels, and Ros is spelled ROS, or you can just email me rostravels@gmail.com.
There you go.
That's super simple.
And when do they get mates rates or rates?
Oh, Mates Rates is on Instagram as well, so it's Mates Rates Podcast. And if you like booking your own travel and you just want to learn a little bit more, then that's where you want to go to learn about all the
Yeah.
industry knowledge that you can apply to your own traveling.
And it's really good. You guys give like the.
We
down and
try.
dirty.
we try to give some solid
But it's
information
hilarious
with like
too.
a lot of personal information at the same time.
Yes.
Hey, producer Rob, why don't you pull up our closing song? Because I know you haven't thought about it yet.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Yeah. Fuck. Never mind.
I'm looking.
It's not in
It's
there.
just one of those days
I
today.
know
It's
it
okay.
is. I need to.
You know, your
train
game
him.
threw him off.
I need to train him. It's not in there.
Well-
You got it. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean. Got
Yeah.
it.
Okay, Eric. How do people find you?
You
This
can
is a
find me
shit
on
show.
Instagram at
File, Rob. I'm gonna walk him through
No.
this.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's do
Tony
this on
has
the
every.
show. No,
Okay.
go to
I'm
the
look-
bar at the
uh-huh.
bottom, Rob.
Oh, there it is.
File.
Found it.
There she is. Now she's playing. Okay, go ahead, Eric.
as I was rudely interrupted. I am at Party
Oh,
Bear.
nope, he's still. Look at her. She's like, how do I use this one?
They're not ready
Go.
for you yet, Eric.
No.
I'm looking. Keep going.
Okay.
Keep
Go
going.
ahead,
I'm
Eric.
listening.
No one
I'm
cares.
listening.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Eric.
Party Bear Eric on Instagram. I got it out.
There you go. Rob, just give it to me. God damn it.
No, hold on.
You're not gonna find it. I already know you.
No, I lost it already.
Here, just give it to me.
Let's just add it later.
We'll add it later, you guys.
Just play Ashley O.
Just play Ashley O. Just pull up anything. Who cares? No, she doesn't even know. All right, you can find the podcast at Who Invited Her _podcast on Instagram. We are Who Invited Her SD on Twitter and Facebook.
Yes.
Okay, I always mess that up. You can email us at thegang@whoinvitedher.net. We love hearing from everybody. Leave comments below what you liked about the episode, what you did. What do you think about the new CDC guidelines and the whole vax thing going out? I'm curious to know what other people think. Yeah, we're here every Saturday, 12:30 on YouTube. And if you missed the YouTube show, you can watch us at Out at TV every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. You can watch my other show, Film Spring Up. You are a movie buff. You will love that show. We are on Out at TV every Friday night at 8 p.m. And you can follow me. It's Tony_Baloney_Macaroni. We will be back next week. But just to let you guys know, first 2 weekends in June, we will be off. Because Robbie and I are going to Cape Cod. We're going to East Coast. My brother's yeah.
Sexy time.
And then we'll be back. Pride Month is coming up. So we're going to have a lot of stuff for that. But that is it for us. And we are out. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good weekend.
Bye. Insert music here. Bye.
Music here.